Parents of Year 7 pupils, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this virtual welcome evening at Eden Park High School. Thank you very, very much for bearing with us in view of the COVID situation. This virtual welcome evening is not ideal. Greatly appreciate your patience, and so thank you for that. Okay, just as a brief introduction, my name is Mr. Chandler. I am a maths teacher and my email address is shown here. If you have any queries whatsoever, please feel free to contact me on the email address. I'll do my best to answer the queries as soon as possible. I should also mention I am new to the school. I'm new to Eden Park. So any questions that you might have, I will try and find answers to them. It might not be immediate though in terms of me providing responses, but I will do my best. So yeah, first of all, I'd also like to say that I've been really impressed with how the Year 7 pupils have been settling into the new school. It's obviously a huge change for those pupils, and Eden Park being a very recently established school, it's also a new situation in many ways for teachers, especially myself being a new joiner. But I've been really impressed with how the Year 7s have been lining up outside in the playground on the way in, and also how they've really demonstrated resilience. So we've taught them about the 5 R's in Eden Park. One of them is resilience. In other words, really going the extra mile themselves to basically deal with the situation around them and to manage their own workload and to be responsible for the way they behave and their own workload. I've been really impressed with those in my form, and I have relayed that to them, but by all means feel free to follow that up with them as well. So here's a list of equipment that is key for your children to have every single day. So as I've said before, I've been very impressed with how ready the pupils have been in preparing for their lessons. But I would also like to restate that this is really important that they have this equipment with them whenever they go into school. This will ensure that they don't encounter behaviour related sanctions as a result of not having things. But more importantly than that, even, being well organised is the starting point for education. Okay, no matter what subject you're doing, organisation, the way that you organise your work, feeds back is it feeds in a loop really with the way that you organise your thoughts and your ideas. Okay, so everything that is here, it's very common that the most organised pupils are also among the highest performing pupils. Okay, if you are prepared for every eventuality, it's likely that you're going to get the most out of every situation and of every lesson. Okay, so I'd highly recommend and warmly urge you to make sure that pupils do have all of the necessary equipment that they need every single day, and to keep that in a pencil case in their bag. And if they do work at home, to take the pencil case out, use the equipment, put it back into the pencil case and straight back into the bag, so that they always have this list of this equipment in their bag ready to go for every lesson. Okay, another very important thing is attendance. Okay, students should not have less than 98% attendance, or else it will have a significant impact on their learning and their progress. So this is statistically proven that students perform far better when they have a high attendance record. So this is extremely important at Eden Park, and if you do, if for any reason you do need your child to be off school, you must contact the school in advance, and that includes for appointments and sending through copies of letters and appointments. And I have received some of those already, so I'm very happy to see that process has already been communicated clearly. But so it's just a sort of warm reminder to make sure that those processes are in place for the pupils should they need to be off school. Punctuality is also very important. I have spoken to a couple of pupils, and those that have arrived at school after 8:15, again, I've told them that it's very important that if they're catching the bus, they catch an earlier bus so they can get there by that time, and also to ask their parents that they let them leave home earlier. Okay, so take them to school earlier to get to that time. If students are late, it just sets a negative tone for the day, and also could impact other sort of processes within the school. So it's very, very important that students arrive at school on time, and this will greatly improve their overall mindset moving into the rest of the day. Okay, and so finally, just a quick reminder of my email address. Again, if you have any queries or concerns, please email me. I'll do my best to respond to the queries that you have, or I can pass them further up the chain if necessary. Okay, but feel free to use this as the first port of call. And I wish you all the very, very, very best, and I hope to be in contact with you in a positive way very, very soon.